which I use on the road. But these race bikes, what amazes me, and my question is how they manage to get around corners, leaned over with body parts scraping the road without actually falling off.
Yes. The body part in question is the knee,
yeah.
We should say. Well, Justin, for you, Phil, and everyone else who's written in, and indeed who's a bike fan, we went to the track, and this is what we found out.
Motorcycle racing makes most other action sports seem tame. The riders who practice this dangerous art might seem like daredevils who have lost the will to live. They are, in fact, superb competitors who combine courage and grace with masterly skills. Screeching around corners at over 100 miles an hour, they look like they're about to fall off their machines at any moment. They are, in fact, in full control. So how do they do that? Well, it's all about the relationship between man and machine. Two-time world superbike champion Carl Fogarty should know. Carl hails from Blackburn, Lancashire, and has been a biker since boyhood. Over the next few years, he became no stranger to winning trophies. That's Carl at the age of 18 on the right. He likes bikes so much that he even invited one to his wedding. One of Carl's greatest rivals is his Honda teammate, New Zealander Aaron Slight. He was third last year and they battled for this season's championship until the very last race. Aaron's trademark on track is his smooth style. Off track, some very weird hairdos.
Yeah, the greatest rival to me on the track is Carl. Like this year we're in the same team, so we've got the same bikes. And, you know, it's about getting around the corners the fastest, who comes out on top.
So what's Aaron's strategy against his old rival Carl? Well, for a start, he uses a tactic called slipstreaming. It's dangerous, it's daring, but boy, does it work. How? He tucks right in behind Carl on the long straights, using Carl's bike to bash the air out of the way. He's travelling in a pocket of low air resistance, saving power in the process. It's like hitching a tow at over 180 miles per hour.
You'll feel when the somebody's right in your slipstream and just about to pull out, you'll sort of get sucked back a little bit and the revs will drop a little bit.
Aaron picks his moment, then uses the extra power he's been saving to roar past Carl.
To actually go under a couple of guys and get through and not lose anything by doing it, it's just an amazing feeling. And, you know, when you come out in front, you just think, yeah, I've done it.
But it's Carl who's still king of the corners. It's not enough simply to steer the bike. He'd go one way, the bend would go the other. Watching riders swoop around bends at breakneck speed is what makes motorcycle racing one of the most thrilling spectator sports. But to make the bike go round the corners, Carl has to create enough force to get it to change direction. How does he do that? Well, he leans the bike over. The more he leans, the faster it'll go round. But at such high speeds, the wheels spin incredibly fast. It's like a child's spinning top. The more Carl pushes over, the more the bike wants to stand up straight again. To overcome this effect, Carl uses all his body weight to push against the bike, virtually dismounting to get it to go round the corner. And his knees also play an essential part. He leans off so far that his knees scrape along the ground. It won't surprise you to learn then that knee pads are an essential fashion item.
It's like a third wheel really. If I lose the front end of the bike, I can push my knee into the surface quite hard and pick the front back up again. So it's pretty handy really, is my left knee or my right knee.
Going all out to win in motorcycle racing can be highly dangerous. Carl's already had more than his fair share of crashes and broken bones. Last season, he came unstuck in spectacular style during the World Superbike Championships in Japan.
Well, I'd say... Oh! Carl Fogarty jumped off the bike! Again, and it's after there. Carl Fogarty is off the bike and the back end breaks away.
He broke bones in his hands and feet, but still got back on the saddle to win the second race that day.
No matter what the conditions are, or how the bike's set up, you're always going to get to that race and just absolutely ride as hard as you can.
Thrills, spills, breakneck bends and burning rubber. All in a day's work for top bikers Carl and Aaron.
Andy's burnt rubber to be with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, he's won 6 world championships. He's top man on a bike. Carl Fogarty. Good to see you. A real beast of a bike, this one. And as we saw from the film there, you don't always stay on it. What caused that accident in Japan? How did that happen?
I just took the lead of the race, and I was trying a little bit too hard. I kind of took a bit of a tight line and got on the gas too early and just lost traction in the rear end. And usually it doesn't go that high up, but that was exceptionally a high one for me.
Well, we saw in the film there how you do it, but why on earth do you do it, bearing in mind the risk?
It's just something, you know, I've been brought up with. My dad used to race bikes, and it's something that's always been in the family, and it's what I wanted to do since I was a kid, you know. Some people want to play football, I wanted to ride bikes and be the world champion, and it's nice to fulfill that dream.
Yeah, you certainly have fulfilled it on more than one occasion. It's been great having you here tonight, and of course, keeping this bike on the track. You don't do it just on your own, because you've got a team of boys up here in the audience who I know you want to pay tribute to. They're the guys who just take a bye there, but keep this bike on the tracks. Carl Fogarty and the mechanical team there as well.